started off as a small project in December 2014 by Munaf Kapadia, Nafisa Kapadia's son, has today catapulted into something really big and a household name. Yes, the Bohri kitchen, which started off at home where people could really come in and savor the original Bohri thal, has today become something every foodie craves for. With me here is today Munaf Kapadia, the Chief Eating Officer, as he prefers to call himself, the son who is actually helping his mom leverage her culinary strengths and is actually running the business for her. He's going to be sharing his success mantras today with us. Hi Munaf.
Hello.
Munaf, just tell us in short how really did the Bohri kitchen come about? How did the concept emanate?
So it was a very simple idea. Actually, it came about by my lack of access to the living room television. Okay, so the day I had to fight for the television, I had to fight for the remote with my mom. That's when I was like, hey, I need to do something to keep her busy. And that's how this started.
Okay. And obviously, your mom's a great cook. Many of us know that. So how did you really evolve this concept that, you know, people should come home and experience the Bohri thal?
So we had a 5-day long brainstorming session. Okay, not really, no. It was just a very random idea. It just came to my head that, hey, it's been an idea in the family for some time that we wanted to expose my mom commercially. Like we wanted to monetize her skills.
Right.
Maybe open a restaurant, maybe open a small cafe. But none of those things are very realistic in a city like Bombay for a middle class family. So we were like, what next? And then it hit me that, hey, forget money, forget scale. What if we just invite a few people home to taste and savor this food, but we'll charge them for it. And that's how this idea happened.
Okay. So it began with small groups initially coming in. So what kind of numbers did you sort of feel confident to bring home?
So very tiny groups. Initially I was like, hey, how do I even get the word out? So I spammed 50 of my friends on email saying that, hey guys, this is what we are doing. Do you want to invite some of your friends? Do you want to come yourself? But we will charge you money. And I was like, this is not going to work because all of these people have access to this food for free.
And how important do you think are passion, hard work, skills, and does luck play a role as well?
Massive. Okay, all of these things. Every single day I wake up and like I said, I wake up restless because I'm the kind of individual who needs to see growth constantly. Like I need to know, I need to feel that, hey, I was on level 1, now I'm on level 2, now I'll be on level 3 and I should have a plan to be on level 10.
Okay.
That's how my mind works. I need to keep myself motivated. I've been doing the Bohri kitchen for 2 years now. The only thing that allows me to stay motivated is, and I don't make money. Okay, so like money is normally your biggest motivator. When that goes away, all of these other things play a massive role. Passion, love, a greater sort of cause behind what you're doing. You know, it's not just about money. And you just constantly need these small milestones which feed these factors, and that's how you keep on going ahead.
So, but do you think, looking back in the last 2 years, are you sort of getting there? Are you on your road is sort of leading to your journey? And
110%. I've realized that the journey isn't TBK. The journey is Munaf Kapadia trying to become an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And that's very exciting. I see myself growing as a person. You know, I see myself becoming a better person in many ways because the things that you go through, they kind of humble you. You know, I left my job thinking I'm this big shot who can make a business like this because TBK got so much fame and popularity. But 11 months later or 10 months later, I'm still the exact same guy wearing the same clothes I had when, you know, I left my job but I'm still very happy because I've learned to sort of extract happiness from different things which are very different from what I used to think a year back.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, do you really think that entrepreneurship is something that can be taught, it can be learnt, or is it something which is inherent and inborn?
I think see, it's definitely not inherent and inborn. None of those things. No. Anyone can be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I really feel this word as entrepreneur has been oversold lately because everyone's using the word as if it's like, you know, oh my God, he's an entrepreneur. Ultimately, an entrepreneur is someone who decides to work for himself.
Completely.
Okay, so there are many entrepreneurs in the corporate world as well. There are many entrepreneurs who have their own shops, like my father. He's been running a shop for his entire life. So first of all, get that out of your head that like being an entrepreneur you need certain, no, nothing like that. You just simply, like the biggest thing I really think is you need to, an entrepreneur is someone who wants to work for himself as opposed to working for someone else, and he derives motivation from that. If that's who you are, if you feel the person who can motivate you the most is yourself, then you're already an entrepreneur in like a big way. Yeah.
And what about wanting to get into this food and beverage business bandwagon at the moment? Lots of people are wanting to sort of join in. Lots of people think there's a lot of glamour and a lot of exciting things happening in this food and beverage space. Is it the right time, according to you, to get into this?
I think it's always the right time to do something, because you don't want to make a business decision. Like it's a different thing. Chalo, if you're investing $5 million, then yeah, you want to invest in the industry which is booming. But if you're planning on selling 10 dishes a day, because that's how you start, you can do that in any industry. You can start by selling 10 erasers a day, 10 books a day, 10 movie tickets a day, or 10 biryanis a day. Sure. It doesn't matter. So I won't comment on the timing. Timing is at any point in time you want to do it. But is the food and beverage industry glamorous? It all depends on how you do it. One thing's for sure, food has one very interesting trait, which is there's a lot of emotion attached to food. So if you sell something which is good and appreciated by people, they will come back and they will acknowledge you. But at the same time, if you sell something which is not appreciated, there's a lot of flack. And I'm learning that. Okay, to be faced as well. So
you've got to balance both.
Yes.
Okay. Munaf, one last thing. As we speak, where does the Bohri kitchen stand, and where do you sort of see it going in the next year or two?
So the Bohri kitchen is a lot of things today. At its core is our home dining experience, which is a very non-business, sort of commercial enterprise. Is just a fun thing that my parents like doing now, that is sort of the foundation for a brand. And I want to do a lot of experiments with that as well, which are in the pipeline. Number two is the business. Number two is how do I create something which can actually scale and reach cities and countries and God knows where else. To do that, me and Gurmeet Kochar, okay, we've joined hands to build a central kitchen which can produce this food, inspired by my mom's recipes.
Oh, wonderful.
And we leverage Gurmeet's existing infrastructure, his operational expertise and whatnot to sort of integrate the two.
Okay.
To take Bohri food to non-Bohris at scale.
Okay.
That's where we are.
If in a nutshell, I would ask you to sort of sum up the success of the Bohri kitchen, which it, from a little home experiment, it sort of catapulted into something so big. How would you encapsulate that, Munaf?
I think the Bohri kitchen ultimately is something a son tried to do for his mom. Okay, definitely that's how it started. But he completely underestimated his mom's talent, and it spiraled out of control because of that. And somewhere along the line, his mom and his dad, who he thought were the non-MBA types, managed to stay in sync with this growth. But the son himself, despite his MBA education, etc., couldn't catch up to it. And now I'm playing the catching up game to what the Bohri kitchen has turned into.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Munaf. That was Munaf Kapadia of the Bohri kitchen, actually letting us into the secrets of the success of the Bohri kitchen, along with his mom, Nafisa Kapadia. If you enjoy watching Mini's Food Fundas, please subscribe to my channel.